All right, we are going to be solving another important exam-based question on circuit analysis. And this question is a very important question that every electrical engineering student should learn. All right, the above circuit is an infinite circuit. How do I know that? Now, anytime you see a circuit in which you are seeing a line like this, it means this diagram continues. Exactly. You can see from here, it goes like this, and it repeats himself again, and it repeats himself again, so it keep going. Exactly. So this is an infinite circuit. All right, so for us to solve the equivalent resistance here, we are going to be cutting this part from this part to the part that it is infinite, that is the infinite part. That is, it starts repeating himself from this part. So we are going to be cutting the circuit here. Then we are going to replacing this part with just an unknown R. So this is what I'm saying. All right. Right, so we'll be replacing this infinite part with another unknown resistance, and then we are going to be connecting it in parallel with what we have here. All right, so it's going to look like this. So as you can see below is the diagram of this part, the first part. Then we have replaced this infinite part with what? With R, connected in parallel to the first part. I hope you understand that. Now the next thing is, now you are going to observe that this R here is in parallel with these 2 ohms, right? So R is parallel to 2 ohms. All right, so we can resolve this first. So we can find the equivalent of this first. So let's call the equivalent RT1. So this will be, when we have 2 resistors in parallel, it's going to be R1 multiplied by R2 all over R1 plus R2. So this is going to be R multiplied by 2 all over R plus 2. So this will give us what? 2R all over what? R plus 2. All right, so now we can therefore redraw this circuit. Now we are going to redraw it. So now since we have combined these 2 in parallel, so we can clean this part. Then we are going to remove this part, and then we are going to replace this part with 2R all over what? R plus 2. So we are going to redraw that here. So we are going to have something like this. All right, so this is our new circuit now. All right, so you can see we have removed this part because we combined these 2 in parallel. So this is how our new circuit is going to be. Now you are going to observe that everything that we have now, they are now in what? In series. Exactly. So the equivalent resistance of this circuit is going to be R equivalent will be equals to RT1 plus 2 plus 2, right? All right, and we already know that this will be equals to RT1 plus 4. So what is our RT1? So R equivalent will be equals to, RT1 is 2R all over what? R plus 2. 2R all over R plus 2 plus 4. So we substitute for our what? RT1. All right, now you are going to take note of something here, that our R equivalent is also equals to what? Is also equals to R. Why? Because we are dealing with what? An infinite circuit. Exactly. So it means that you have to note that R equivalent is equals to what? R. Exactly. Why? Because we are dealing with an infinite network. So R equivalent is equals to R because it is an infinite network. So it means R now will be equals to everything that we have here. So the equation becomes R equals to 2R all over what? R plus 2, then this plus 4. All right. Now, the next thing we are going to do is to solve mathematics. So we can put over 1 here. So, or instead of us putting over 1, let's multiply through by the LCM. And the LCM that we have here between R plus 2 and 1 is R plus 2. So if we multiply 2 through by R plus 2, we are going to have this to be R into R plus 2, then equals to 2R all over R plus 2 multiplied by what? Multiplied by R plus 2, then plus 4 into R plus 2. I hope you understand. So this R plus 2 here will go with this R plus 2. Then we are going to be left with, if you clear the bracket here, we are going to have R squared plus 2R, which will be equals to 2R plus, you clear the bracket, you are going to have 4R plus what? Plus 8. And you are going to observe that this 2R will go with this 2R. Then we are going to be having R squared. Then if we bring this one to this other side, it's going to be minus 4R. Then if you bring this 8, minus 8, everything equals to what? 0. Alright, so you are going to observe that this becomes a quadratic equation, right? All right, so how do we solve this equation? We are going to be using quadratic formula, where you are going to note that we are going to know that R is equals to minus B plus or minus square root of 4A squared, minus B plus or minus root B squared minus 4AC all over what? All over 2A. All right, so that's what we have. All right, so I will be cleaning this part, then we continue the solution. We are going to be bringing out all the coefficients of A, B, and C. Now, the coefficient of A here, what A is, what B is, and what C is. Now, we know that from quadratic equation, the coefficient of R square is A. A is equals to what? 1. Because the coefficient of R square here is 1. So, A is equals to 1. B is equals to what? B is equals to negative 4. C is equals to what? Minus 8. All right. So now we are going to be substituting the value of A, B, and C in this formula. So it means that R will be equals to minus B, that is minus 4, plus or minus square root of B squared, that is minus 4 squared, minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by minus 8 all over what? All over 2A, that is 2 multiplied by 1. So R will be equals to minus 4 is plus 4, plus or minus square root of minus 4 all square is 16, pi by 1 multiplied by 8, that is positive 32, all over what? All over 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, so R will be equals to 4 plus or minus square root of 16 plus 32 is 48 divided by 2. Alright, so we know that 48 is the same thing as 16 multiplied by 3, right? We can take this to be 16 multiplied by 3. So R will be equals to 4 plus or minus square root of 16 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. Alright, so R will be equals to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 is 4, and the square root of 3 remain as the square root of 3 all over what? All over 2. Alright, 4 and 4, we can factor out 2 from there. Then R will be equals to 2 into what? 2 plus or minus 2 root 3 all over what? All over 2. And this 2 will go with this 2. And then our R All right, so our R will be equals to 2 plus or minus 2 root 3. All right, so we can write this in two ways. That is, R is equals to 2 plus 2 root 3, or 2 minus 2 root 3. All right, of course we know that the value for resistance can never be a negative value, so we are going to leave this. So our answer here is going to be R is equals to 2 plus 2 root 3, and if you press this directly in your calculator, value for 2 plus 2 root 3 is 5.46. So R is equals to 5.46 ohms. All right, so this is the solution to the above question. I hope you understand this, and mind you, don't forget that we have a well written material, and the material is well organized and structured. This material is written by us under circuit analysis on everything we have been doing in this channel. If you want this material to get across to you, just go to our description. You see our link and our email. You can send us a direct message on our WhatsApp, or you can send us a direct message on our email. We are going to respond to you in no time. You just have to order for yours and tell us which one you want. And again, if peradventure today is your first time of coming across our content, do well to give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, so that each time we upload a video like this, you will be the first to receive it. And you know, here we are not stingy with knowledge. That is why you need to share this video with your friends who might be in need of it. Thank you. Stay tuned.